Good evening, everyone. We welcome you to Phil Davis Field at Chesapeake High School. Tonight, the Ironton Fighting Tigers and the Chesapeake Panthers square off for the 5th time ever. Ironton has won all 4 of the previous meetings, including last year's 28-12 win at Ironton. Jason Philyaw, Kevin Anthony on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420, and on iHeartRadio. Roger Bentley is our in-studio producer. The Fighting Tigers coming off a win last week at South Point, 43-0, while the Panthers have lost 2 in a row. Lost to Colgrove last week, 27-7. Prior to that, 34-21 defeat at the hands of Gallia Academy. The Panthers won the toss, deferred to the second half, so the Fighting Tigers will receive. They're in their road uniforms, white jerseys and pants, black numbers, orange and black stripe down the side, the orange helmet with the black and white stripe across the top. Panthers decked out in purple from head to toe. The purple helmet with the Panther Paul logo on each side, white stripe across the top, purple jerseys, white numerals, purple pants. And we are just about set to kick off here from Chesapeake High School. Kicking off for the Panthers is Dalton Nida, a 180-pound senior, 6'3", and deep to receive for the Fighting Tigers, Jordan Grizzle. And, well, he's the deep man. You've got John Higgins back there as well as Bryson Thomas. Chesapeake kicking off from left to right as we get started here on homecoming at Chesapeake. Beautiful evening, temperature around 72 degrees. Just a couple of clouds in the sky, and the official blows the whistle. The scoreboard has gone off. That's not a great way to start the game, but the scoreboard went off. It had worked perfectly up until right before kickoff.
And, Jason, we've been used to the play clock being in the end zone the last couple of games, and tonight the teams on the field won't have that luxury. Fighting Tigers, a victory last week over a depleted South Point team. The Panthers, Colgrove, took a butt whipping, if you will. So both these teams, Ironton back on track last week. The Panthers trying to get back on track this week at home.
Mark Vass back on the sidelines for the Fighting Tigers after a 1-game suspension. Nida approaches the football. It's a line drive kick down the middle of the field. Jordan Grizzle fields it at the 9, runs right up the middle across the 15, 20, 25, 30, hit at the 32, and dropped at the 33-yard line. And it was Bradley Henderson on the stop for the Panthers, and Grizzle's a little slow to get up on the first play of the game.
Ball's on the 33-yard line. Tigers take over first down 10.
He's still down.
Yep, still writhing in pain as he rolls over to his stomach, so that's not a good sign either for the Fighting Tigers. He's one of the main passing targets of Ironton's quarterback, Gage Salyers, so medical staff on the field.
41 yards in receptions for Grizzle, but he's also carried the ball 6 times, averaging about 10 yards a carry. And they're checking him out on the field right now. Something new for tonight's game. There is a traveling trophy involved now with Ironton and Chesapeake. It is the Campbell Rankin Freedom Key. They had the presentation before the game, and the winner of tonight's game will be awarded that Campbell Rankin Freedom Key. It's pretty cool the way they did this. Some of the officials in Lawrence County decided, hey, let's go ahead and do this. Let's have a traveling trophy for these teams. Katrina Keith, the mayor, was out there. You also had Deanna Holliday and Freddie Hayes, who was out there, Bill Pratt. They were all part of that, presentation or the announcement that the winner will get the Campbell Rankin Freedom Key tonight. Well, Grizzle's being helped off the field, putting very little pressure on that left leg. Not speculating on the injury at all, but not a lot of pressure at all. Ironton's offense on the field for the first time. 1st and 10 from the 33. We'll see sophomore quarterback Gage Salyers at the helm again, 6'1", 185 pounds. He's completed 55% of his passes for 367 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's also rushed for 277 and 3 scores. He'll line up in the shotgun formation, and back there with him in the backfield is Seth Fawson, 6'1", 225, and a sophomore. He'll be on the left side. Ironton will spread the field and send Garrett Carrico and Ethan Wilson to the short side. That's the left, and a single wide receiver, Bryson Thomas, to the right. Salyers from the shotgun, facing a 4-man defensive front. He will hand off to Fawson, who runs right, breaks a tackle, takes it across the 35-40, still on his feet, out to the 45-yard line, and wrestled down by Jake Stevens after about 13 yards and a first down.
Official spot at the 46, so 13 yards on the first carry for Seth Fawson. As you heard, the head coach talking about Seth Fawson during the pregame show, saying he's a load to bring down. So, Jason, the first play of the game. Here you go.
Yes, sir. Ironton no huddle right to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers to the wide side right. Shotgun for Salyers, who takes and fakes the handoff. Rolls out to the right side, looks downfield. He's going to throw to the sideline, and the pass goes off the hands of Garrett Carrico. Just a little bit too high for him there at the Chesapeake 38-yard line. Incomplete pass sets up second down.
Excellent play call that time. The quarterback rolling out to his right. Had Carrico wide open, but as you said, just a little bit too much air under that ball. Would have been a first down, but again, 2nd and 10 for the Fighting Tigers.
On the offensive line for Ironton, Hayden Topping, Hunter Humphreys on the left side. We see Rowe on the right side, Kleiber at center, shotgun again. Here's the handoff to Fawson, running right, lowers the shoulder and barrels his way across the 45. Not much there. He'll pick up about a yard, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Fighting Tigers. Defensive end Chad McComas on the stop for the Panthers. On the other side of the offensive line for Ironton is Cody Rowe and Brady Rowe. Big 3rd down play here for Ironton.
And that's key to tonight's game. Both teams to get each other in 3rd and long situations and letting the defense pin their ears back, coming after each other's quarterback.
Salyers from the shotgun has time to throw. He's going to throw across the middle, and he threw it too tall for Ethan Wilson. Wilson was wide open there at about the 35-yard line, but that ball just sailed on Gage Salyers, and Ironton is faced with a 4th down, and the punting unit will come out.
Yeah, unfortunately, 2 guys wide open and unable to connect was Gage Salyers. He'll kind of hit himself in the head for that, but nonetheless, punting unit on for the Fighting Tigers. Chesapeake about ready to get the ball for their first time.
Ethan Duncan will punt. He is standing at about the 33-yard line. Good snap back to him. The kick is away. This is a knuckleball kick to the right side. Austin Browning fields it on the run at the 21-yard line. Tackled by John Higgins across the 25 and falls forward to the 29. So Ironton comes up empty on its first series, and Chesapeake will have the ball here with 10 minutes, 47 seconds to play in the opening quarter. No score. 1st and 10 from the 29. Panthers offense led by quarterback Austin Browning, or is it? We saw them in warm-ups with Evan Burcham lining up as a quarterback and putting Austin Browning as a wideout. But Browning's been the main guy for the Panthers this year. 74 yards passing, 671 yards rushing. They'll do a wing T formation, and a single wideout to the right side is Jake Stevens. It will be Evan Burcham under center. Wing back to each side. It is Browning coming in motion. They will toss it to him. Browning makes a nice cut, takes it across the 30, 35, 40, cut down by Gage Salyers at the 43-yard line, and it's a 1st down for the Panthers. So Coach Andy Clark changing things up a bit here for the Panthers.
1st down, 10.
Evan Burcham, the senior, Browning the junior. Browning took over, of course, from Casey McComas from a year ago. And he's done a good job running the football with a very young, inexperienced backfield. He'll be, again, a wingback. This time to the left. Burcham under center again. Here comes Browning in motion. They hand off to the fullback, Tyler Eddy. He's grabbed immediately and thrown to the turf for no gain. Hayden Topping on the stop defensively for the Fighting Tigers.
15, Tyler Eddy on the carry.
Maybe give him a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Yard and a half. And again, that adds to the offense. Instead of the quarterback taking the football, all eyes on him, and we got to stop him. It's now you can line him up in the slot, line him up in a wing-back position, line him up at wide receiver. And now you got your eyes spread out to see where number 10 is instead of just knowing exactly where he is behind center. So, again, a nice little wrinkle here to start the game off as he splits to the slot left. 2nd down and 7.5, 8-4 Chesapeake.
Burcham in the shotgun, hands off on the sweep to Cameron Harless. Harless tries to cut up field, and he'll be grabbed by Garrett Carrico and Ethan Duncan across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Very short gain, setting up 3rd down and about 7 for the Panthers.
And again, it's no secret. The offense has been number 10, Austin Browning. Nearly 700 yards of total offense for this young man, and of course that's on the ground. So. Yeah. He's going to carry the ball, and he's going to carry it a lot, whether it's from his quarterback position or from his running back position. This time he's going to split out slot position to the right. 3rd down and 7.
Trips right. Wing back to the left. Shotgun again for Burcham. He'll take the snap, quick pass out to the near side, tipped into the air, but still caught by Browning. He's immediately popped by Carrico back at the 40-yard line, and that's going to be a loss of about 6 yards. 4th down coming up. Good job by Duncan to get his hand in the air and bat that one up, allowing Carrico to close on it and immediately tackle Browning. So the punt team comes out for Chesapeake, and the punter is Cole Mills. He will backpedal to about the 28-yard line. Bryson Thomas at the Ironton 29. Good snap, and we're going to whistle. Procedure is going to be called against the Panthers, so they'll back it up 5 more yards and make it 4th and 18 from the Chesapeake 36. 8 minutes, 19 seconds to play in the first quarter. No score. Ironton Chesapeake. 1 possession for each team, and each possession has resulted in a punt.
And again, no matter what type of changes you make to your offense as well as defense, execution is the name of the game. And that first play went 14 yards, and since then, short yardage. Tigers ready to get the football for the second time tonight.
Mills takes the snap, rolls to the left, punts away. This one's a knuckleball kick that bounces. Thomas will pick it up at the 29, move across the 30, 35, and get out to the 37-yard line, where Ironton will set up 1st down and 10. 4 yards better than their initial drive of the game. Ironton will set up 1st down and 10 from the 37. 8:09 to play in the first quarter, no score. Ironton comes to the line of scrimmage right from the sideline. They'll send Wilson and Carrico wide left. Carrico's a slot receiver. The wide side is the left. Single wide out to the right. Fawson behind Salyers. They fake the handoff. Salyers with the keeper. He spins across the 35 and dives forward to the 38. Just does get past the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard and a half. 2nd down coming up. Chesapeake's defense has been solid this year. They've posted 2 shutouts, albeit against Sims Valley and Alexander, but they did beat Oak Hill 28-21 in the opening game of the season, and they actually offensively outgained Colegrove and Gallia Academy the last couple of weeks, but ended up on the losing end. 2nd down, shotgun again. Salyers fakes the handoff, quarterback keeper again. Salyers has a hole up the middle across the 40, 45, and tripped up just beyond the 45-yard line, giving Ironton a 3rd down and a yard. Just the read option there for Salyers.
And close to a 7-yard pickup that time by the quarterback Salyers. Our field stretcher, not dressed tonight, Reed Carrico. Might as well call him the fastest guy on the football team. He is not dressed tonight.
Shotgun again for Salyers. Fawson back there with him. 2 receivers right, 1 left. It is Fawson on the carry. Big hole left side. Now he cuts right, takes it across midfield, fumbles the ball. It looks like
68.
Hunter Humphreys jumps on that loose ball right at the Panther 49-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Hunter Humphreys. 1st down Tigers from the 49-yard line of the Panthers.
Ethan Duncan will go to the sidelines, and he is replaced by Alex Cox. Cox will be a wide receiver to the left.
Hunter Humphreys, Johnny on the spot that time. 1st and 10, Ironton.
Shotgun again, 2 receivers each side of the field. Salyers fakes the handoff, looks to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's going to have to roll out to the left side. Fires to the sideline. The pass is caught by Wilson at the 32 and immediately chased out of bounds by Jake Stevens. Nice job by Wilson to come back to the football and give his quarterback a target. That's a pass completion to Wilson for a 1st down, the 4th catch this season by the Ironton junior wideout. Ball moves to the Chesapeake 35, 6:32 to play. The clock stopped as Wilson was tackled out of bounds. Ironton will now put Tanner Wilson in the backfield just to the left of Gage Salyers. Single wide receiver left, trips to the right side, and Wilson will take the handoff up the middle. He bounces off 1 tackler, takes it across the 30, 25, dives down to the 20-yard line. That will be another Fighting Tiger 1st down. Cameron Harless with the stop for the Panthers. Got 2 big bruising backs in the backfield, and they were bouncing off tacklers, talking about Fawson and Wilson.
About a 15-yard pickup, as you said, bouncing off, and then it got free reign for about 10 yards, untouched, as 1 fullback rests. The other one comes in and takes over where he left off. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Wilson stays in there on the left side of Salyers, who fakes the handoff, takes it right up the middle, darts left across the 10. He's to the 5, and touchdown Fighting Tigers. 20-yard touchdown run for Gage Salyers, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Ironton draws first blood. It's 6-0.
A nice job using the fullback as a decoy. Ride that football in the gut, pull it right back out, and showing his athleticism as well as speed to the left side of the end zone. Untouched, Ironton scores first.
5 plays, 63 yards in the scoring drive for the Fighting Tigers. Isaac Unger on to attempt the extra point. Bryson Thomas is the holder. Here's the snap and spot. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:06 to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Ironton. Back in 60 seconds on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. Ironton leading it 7-0. Get to the scoring drive in just a moment. A high kick to the near side. Browning is over and backpedals to field it at the 7. He'll take it across the 10, hit at the 15, breaks a tackle to the 20, 25. Tripped up by Garrett Carrico at the 27-yard line. Nice return by Austin Browning. And with 5:59 to play, the Panthers will have their second offensive series of the night. Ironton on the board after a 6-play, 63-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock. Gage Salyers' 20-yard touchdown run and Isaac Unger extra point kick makes the score 7-0.
And as you can safely see, anytime Austin Browning touches the football, he is a threat to take it to the house. So the oohs and ahs of the Chesapeake faithful who've seen him this early part of the season know what he can do. So, again, is that Burcham? Still a quarterback.
Yeah, Burcham still in at quarterback. Browning the wing back to the left side. He'll come in motion and take the handoff on the sweep. Tries to find something up the middle. Doesn't find much. He'll be spun down by Ethan Duncan just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, give credit to Andy Clark. Ironton's looked at film all season long, and, who have they seen at quarterback?
Yes.
Austin Browning. You don't really get a good look at a guy like Evan Burcham, but he's been the guy that started tonight. When I talked to Coach Clark yesterday and I said, give me your starters, he went right down the line and said Austin Browning starting quarterback.
And what you and I noticed in the pregame, Jason, is Evan Burcham has got an arm.
He does.
Can throw the football.
Wingbacks to each side of the field. Burcham under center. It's Browning coming in motion. They'll toss it to him, running near side. He gets outside across the 30, 35, and brought down by Tanner Wilson at the 40, which will give Chesapeake a first down.
Number 10, Austin Browning on the carry.
So Browning, the quarterback who's rushed for 671 yards, 11 yards per touch, and 7 touchdowns. I guess they feel, you got to get a little bit more oomph. And with him as a running back, that adds a little bit to it, especially with Cecil Fletcher going down first game of the season and taking out your 1-2 punch. Burcham still under center. Fullback is Eddie. Here comes a whistle and a flag, and it is a dead ball procedure call against the Panthers once again. Their second penalty of the night, both 5-yard procedure penalties. Fairland and Gallia Academy doing battle tonight. Battle for the top spot in the OVC. Both of those teams are 2-0. Colgrove also 2-0, and right now the Blue Devils lead Fairland 6-0 first quarter. Jake Stevens, single wide receiver to the right side. That's the short side of the field. Wingbacks to either side. Burcham under center. Here comes Browning in motion again. They'll hand off to him. He gets outside, hit, and spun down at the 36-yard line by John Higgins. Higgins getting a start in the defensive backfield for Ironton. 5'11", 155, and a junior.
2-yard pickup by Austin Browning. A nice tackle by Higgins. The spin move is very tough to tackle the running back because spinning away, your weak hand is the one that kind of lets go. But that time, a nice tackle by Higgins. Second down and 13.
Aiden Barnes also in there in the secondary. Shotgun formation for Burcham. He takes the snap, fires a slant pass that is over the head of the intended target. That was wide receiver Jeremy Paisley. And it is now third down and 13 for the Panthers.
And again, spoke of this down and distance, very important, especially with the Chesapeake Panthers. So with their not multifaceted offense, first part of the season, nothing but run, Jason. It's the defense, they want to get them in third and long, and this is where Ironton defense wants Chesapeake. So we'll see if we really get to see Burcham air this out.
Ironton with 3 down linemen in their dime package. Shotgun for Burcham, trips right. He'll take the snap, drops straight back. Pocket collapses, he's hit, and he's dropped back at the 26-yard line by Ironton's Trent Kleiber. 6 foot, 240-pound senior with the quarterback sack, and it is 4th and a ton now for the Panthers.
Yes, bull rush. Can you say bull rush? And that's all that was. He just drove his man right back into the quarterback. He had nowhere to go, and Tigers with a sack all the way back to the 28-yard line.
28. 7-0 Ironton, 4th and 22 for the Panthers. 3.5 to play in the first quarter. And again, Cole Mills will punt it away. Bryson Thomas deep to receive at the 42. Mills rolls to the left, a rugby-style kick. It goes over the head now of Bryson Thomas and takes a big Chesapeake roll. Down inside the 20, inside the 15. It will be down at the 14-yard line. Not a high kick, but a low one and an effective punt. And the Fighting Tigers will set up 1st down and 10 deep in its own territory, leading it 7-0.
Ironton's defense stingy that time with that Chesapeake Panther offense. And again, that quarterback, Burcham, and moving the running back, should I say moving Austin Browning to running back. A couple of 1st downs, but nothing doing. The drive stalled. 3:09 to play. Ironton on top, 7-0 with the football. The 2nd time, or should I say the 3rd time.
Ethan Wilson wide to the left, 2 receivers right. Shotgun for Gage Salyers. Garrett Carrico gets a trip in the backfield, and he takes the handoff, and he has popped behind the line of scrimmage back at the 7-yard line, and it was Evan Burcham on the stop. He read that one perfectly and brings down Garrett Carrico.
Down 12 from the 12-yard line.
Second down and a bunch for Ironton. I'm sorry, that was Logan Walsh, number 2, on the tackle, not number 7. And Ironton has to take time out, get into the right personnel or the right play. 2:30 to play in the first quarter. Ironton leads it 7-0. 2nd and 17 for the Fighting Tigers. 2:30 to play in the first quarter. They lead it 7-0. Fawson back in the backfield now with Gage Salyers. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball in between the hash marks. Ready for play again, and Salyers takes the snap and looks to throw. He sets up in the end zone, has time, throws it to the middle of the field where it's caught by Carrico. Carrico across the 35, 40, hit, fumbles the football, and it's still loose, and I think Ironton's jumped on it at the 41. Wow. Carrico was trying to make something happen. He got the ball poked away from him from behind, and there was Ethan Wilson to jump right on the ball at the 41.
34 yards on a dangerous play.
Yeah. It's the 2nd time someone's been right there to jump on it. Wilson this time, and it was Hunter Humphreys the first time when Fawson coughed it up. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun again for Salyers. Ironton on 1st down. Salyers takes, hands off to Fawson. He's tripped from behind. Nice tackle from behind by Chesapeake's Zach Wright. The defensive end, one of 2 returning starters on the defensive line for the Panthers. The other is Chad McComas, the other defensive end. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. 1:47 to play on a rolling clock here in the first. Wilson still kind of shaking off that left arm. May have been hit when he recovered the fumble. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Salyers takes in the shotgun, throws right there. Is Carrico wide open, makes the catch at the 45. He's to the 40, moves to the sideline to the 30, breaks a tackle to the 25-yard line. Panthers trying to strip the football away. They cannot. Carrico goes down, and it's 1st down and 10 from the 25.
Number 9, Garrett Carrico.
Another 34-yard pickup to Carrico.
Number 5, Cameron Harless, 1st down, Tigers.
You said something I recognized from the get-go since Ironton has been on offense. Every time an Ironton offensive player is engaged by a Chesapeake defensive player, the strip is part of the tackling process. So 1st and 10 Tigers.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Here's a fake handoff. Salyers with a keeper up the middle, breaks a tackle, takes it across the 20, dives forward, gets to the 16-yard line. About a yard and a half shy of the first down, but Ironton moving the ball well here against Chesapeake in the first quarter. Under a minute to play now. Ironton up 7-0.
And the balance is looking good as they're able to complete passes for big chunks of yardage, 14 and 2 back-to-back 34-yard gains through the air, and the rush in between, 2nd down and 2.
Duncan shifts from tight end right to tight end left. There's a flag. Dead ball with legal procedure.
False start.
Okay.
Against the Tigers.
That back to the 21.
Coach Vasquez asking why. I am as well. It was just tight end shift. They'll wind the clock again, back it up to 2nd down and 7.
Official spot, the 22.
Maybe the final play of the quarter. Single wide receiver to the right, 2 to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Salyers takes the shotgun snap, hands off again to Wilson this time. Across the 20 to the 15, cuts back. He's to the 10, the 5, hits, fumbles the football in the end zone, and he jumps on it in the back of the end zone, but it goes out of bounds. That's going to be a touchback. Wilson was on his way to the end zone, but he was popped right at the 1, fumbles it out of the back of the end zone, and that is a touchback. The Panthers will have it 1st and 10.
And again, something I alluded to on the spin move. What do you think happens? The ball is stripped, pops out. Again, that's the Panthers, part of their tackling repertoire, if you will. One arm on the player, the other arm stripping the football. They've done it multiple times tonight, so I'm sure the coaching staff of Ironton will continue to stress that. Hang on to the football, especially if you want to go in and try to make a spin move. And that's inviting hands to rip the football out. So Chesapeake dodges a bullet. That fumble comes with 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
That is the 3rd time that's happened in the quarter.
3rd strip.
All right, the Panthers back on offense, and Evan Burcham still in at quarterback. 2 receivers to each side of the field to take the snap. No, that's Browning now. Browning fakes the handoff and moves right, has a hole, takes it across the 25 and out near the 30-yard line. Brought down at the 28, a couple of yards shy of the first down. The clock is now at 7, and the Panthers will take this one into the second quarter. 7-0 Ironton after 1. Back for the second quarter after this timeout. Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. Austin Browning in at quarterback, looking for the play from the sideline. So line up in the shotgun with 2 receivers to each side of the field. Now one comes in motion. They fake the handoff. Browning with the keeper right up the middle. He'll have the first down, tackled at the 40-yard line by Tanner Wilson. I'm sorry, Hayden Topping on the stop for the Fighting Tigers. The official will blow the whistle, and now he's going to bring the chains across. The ball, it was set at the 20 after the touchback. So if the ball is on the 30, it's a first down, and it is on the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
There's no need to measure this. I mean,
yeah.
But they bring the chains out anyway. They measure and signal first down. The officials, by the way, are in shorts tonight.
Yes.
Just going to point that out.
No comment.
No. All right, it's first down for the Panthers as they wind the clock once again. The ball spotted on the right hash mark at the 30-yard line. Jake Stevens, wide left.
A different change of pace with Browning at quarterback. When he gets it, he makes his decision quickly, and he gets to that line of scrimmage quickly.
Now he's under center, and he will keep it as he runs around the right side, finds a hole. He will be upended by Aiden Barnes. Across the 35 to the 36.5-yard line. Browning has been the offense for the Panthers this season. They average 309 yards of total offense. Browning, 671 yards rushing, 74 yards passing.
And this style of play with the score as it is fits right into their hands. They can hold on to the clock, hold on to the ball, if you will, and run that clock. They're only trailing 7-0.
Here's Browning with a handoff to Tyler Eddy, the fullback, and he'll run right into the arms of Ethan Duncan, who brings him down shy of the 40, which means it is shy of the first down, 3rd and a yard.
Tyler Eddy on the carry, tackle made by number
Eddy,
54.
junior, 131 yards on the season, 1 touchdown. 3rd down and 1 for the Panthers. Jake Stevens wide left. Browning lines up under center. A wing back to each side of the field. Eddie behind him as the fullback. Quarterback sneak as Browning will have the first down. Just covers up the football and dives forward to the Panther 43. Chesapeake will move the chains. Say hello to Tiger fan listening tonight. Brent McLean, big Tiger fan. Of course, we appreciate everyone tuning in tonight on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420 and on iHeartRadio. Single wide receiver left. Shotgun again for Browning. Here comes Harless in motion. They fake the handoff, and Browning runs left side. And he's got a big hole. Takes it across the 45, across midfield, and down to the Ironton 49. That's 7 yards on the carry. And the Panthers look at second down and 3.
Second down 3 for the Panthers.
If the Panthers take this one down and score, you're talking about huge swing in momentum, because Ironton was going in to make it a 14-0 lead, but fumbled the ball out of the back of the end zone. 9.5 to play. 7-0 Ironton. 2 receivers right and left. High snap, and Browning goes back and picks it up at the 42. Escapes one tackle, hits the sidelines right, takes it across midfield and gets out of bounds at the 49. Well, Carrico was back there, but Browning just kind of scooted by him. That would have been a huge loss. Instead, it's no gain, and the Panthers look at third down and 3.
Yeah, they dodged the bullet right there. With this offense and the way Browning is able to just turn something into nothing into something, this is 4-down territory, but again, it's third down and a manageable third down, 3rd and 2, ball in Ironton territory.
Jake Stevens wide left. Kelton Jones, slot receiver left, empty backfield. And now here comes the man in motion. Browning fakes the handoff, has the first down as he takes it left side. Hit by Rowe and Carrico at the Ironton 45, tackled forward just beyond that line. And the Panthers will move the chains again. Coach Andy Clark started the game with Evan Burcham at quarterback and had Austin Browning as a wingback. Now you get Browning in at quarterback, and all he's done is just move the Panthers right down the field. This drive started at the 20. This will be the 9th play of the drive. 9 minutes to play in the first half. Browning again from the shotgun takes, and he will roll to the right side. Makes a nice move to get outside, and he'll get to the 40-yard line before being upended. And again, pick up about, depending on the spot, 4 to 5 yards.
Yeah, 12 carries, 12 carries, 67 yards thus far for the young man.
Hunter Humphrey, gain of 5 on the play, brings up a second down 5 from the 40-yard line of the Tigers.
All right, they get the play call from the sidelines. Just a quick huddle at the 45, and the Panthers will get to the line of scrimmage with Browning lining up under center. Eddie behind him at fullback, wingbacks to each side of the field. And now receiver goes in motion. The handoff goes to Eddie. He's hit at the line by Duncan. Sheds that tackle, moves right, takes it down to the 38. 2-yard pickup, 3rd and 3.
It's almost like anybody else that carries the ball is just to keep the defense honest, if you will.
Yeah.
So, 3rd about 3.5, 3rd and 4. If number 10 doesn't carry the ball, something's wrong.
Single wide receiver right and left. Browning under center. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, runs to the right side, and he is hit. Stopped shy of the first down. Carrico is over there, as is Aiden Barnes. Gain of 1. It is 4th down now for the Panthers.
Again, 4-down territory, no doubt. 4th and 2. And again, you would think the Fighting Tigers are locked in to number 10 and expect him to carry that football 90% of the time. So 4th at about 2.5. And with Browning getting the ball and attacking so quickly, that's going to make the defense jump. So we'll see if we have a delayed snap count here.
He's in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolling out to the left side. He's got some room, has a block, takes it across the 35-30. He's to the 25-20 and spun down right at the 20-yard line by John Higgins. 1st down for the Panthers. They get a big 4th down conversion. And all they've done is taken 5 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock on this drive. 12 plays thus far. And the Tigers lead at 7-0, but the Panthers are in the red zone for the first time tonight.
And that fumble into the end zone by the Fighting Tigers looming large now. They could have been up 14-0. And this long, sustained drive is falling right into the hands of Chesapeake. 6:48 to play. Tigers want a timeout.
And we'll take that with them. 7-0 Ironton, 6:48 to play. Back in 60 seconds on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. 7-0 Ironton. Chesapeake threatening. 6:48 to play in the first half. First and 10 Panthers from the 20. Now Evan Burcham back in at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, and he will hand off on the left side. This is Browning. Browning breaks a couple of tackles, takes it inside the 15, down to the 10, and out of bounds right at the 10.
Jason, if you didn't notice, he fumbled that ball. It bounced right back up to him, and he carried it all the way to the 10-yard line. So heady play by the playmaker himself, a gain of 10.
And that should be a Panther first down.
Unless we have a measure.
Well, it looks like that's what we're going to have because the official moves the ball back to the sidelines, and he will signal timeout, and they'll bring the chains across to measure.
Yeah, he's got 15 carries thus far, does Austin Browning, for 95 yards. So, and the ball will be spotted at the 10 nonetheless.
The Ironton Student Council is sponsoring the Powder Puff football game Wednesday, October 4th at 6:30 at Tanks Memorial Stadium. 9th and 12th grade girls play against the 10th and 11th grade girls. $3 for adults, $2 for students, with proceeds going toward the Christmas food baskets that the council disperses during the holiday season. So again, that's October 4th at Tanks Memorial Stadium, the Student Council Powder Puff football game. Don't miss it. First and goal to go for Chesapeake. Burcham in the shotgun with Browning on his right hip. Single wide receiver to each side of the field, and the handoff goes to Browning, running left side. He angles toward the left, and he'll take it out of bounds inside the 5. Second down and goal coming up.
Browning on the carry, tackle made by number 68.
4-yard line is where they'll spot it.
And they host the Tigers.
That will stop the clock with 6:36 to play.
6-yard pickup gives him 101 for the night here in the first half.
From the 4-yard line.
His 16th carry, and I don't believe he's done.
16 carries. Still have 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Yep.
Not a bad night. Single wide receiver to each side of the field. Burcham in the shotgun. Again, Browning on his right hip. And it will be Browning again, running left side. Tries to split a couple of defenders. Carrico and Duncan combined for the stop down inside the 5 to the 3, maybe the 2.5-yard line. That was play number 15 on this drive for Chesapeake.
Yeah, different change of pace for the defensive line. When he's lined up at quarterback, you kind of hesitate to see what he's going to do. When he's lined up as running back, you got to come get him now. So when he's able to make the move before you make your move, he's at his best. So
Burcham under center on 3rd down and goal. Browning goes in motion. Burcham takes, tosses to Browning, right side, cuts upfield, takes it into the end zone. That whole drive was Austin Browning. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game with 5:54 to go in the first half.
All Austin Browning all the time, from quarterback, from running back. He does it all. 2-yard touchdown, 1 point away from tying this game up.
And it is Dalton Nida on to attempt the extra point. He has not missed an extra point this season. Good snap, good spot. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-7, 5:54 to play in the first half. We're back in 60 seconds on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. Brand new ball game here at Chesapeake as the Panthers have tied it up after a very impressive scoring drive. 16 plays, 80 yards, 6:25 off the clock. And now they'll be kicking away to Ironton. Dalton Nida will boot it away. Big shift in momentum there. Could have been 14-0, but now it's 7-7. Nida kicks it high and deep. It will be fielded at the 12-yard line, and across the 15-20 is Alex Cox to the 25 and stopped right there. Cox on the return after
number 25, Charlie Lars on the number 26.
after Jordan Grizzle went out. 5:49 to play here in the first half. 25 will be the line of scrimmage this time. And again, Ironton's not really had a lot of problem moving the football. It's just fumbled. They've had 3 fumbles, lost one of them. And that was a costly one because it happened right at the Chesapeake 1. Single wide receiver to the wide side left, 2 receivers right, shotgun for Salyers with Wilson in the backfield, and it will be Salyers with a fake, quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's got the first down across the 30, 35, 40, and out to the 44-yard line before being brought down by Cameron Harless.
Tackle made by number 5, Cameron Harless, and number 3, Carson Knight.
Gage Salyers moves the chains for the Tigers. First down and 10.
Official at the 43, so 18-yard pickup for Gage Salyers.
Look at the play call from the sideline. Bryson Thomas stays as the wide receiver to the wide side left, 2 receivers right. Salyers again with the shotgun. Carrico now goes in motion. They hand off to him on the sweep. Carrico looking for some room, cuts upfield across the 45 and gets out to the 47-yard line. First positive run of the night for Garrett Carrico. His first carry was a 7-yard loss. Still on the negative side here after picking up 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
That one will go for 4, as Jason said. 5 minutes underneath the 5-minute mark when we snap this football. 7-7 is our score.
Shotgun for Salyers. He will hand off this time to Falson, looking for some room. Barreling over defenders, takes it across midfield down to the 45-40 and upended at the 39. He gets out there in the open field. He's just looking for guys to knock over.
14-yard pickup for Mr. Seth Falson, as you said. He gets into that secondary, and like you said, looks like he's looking for people to run into. So 1st and 10 Fighting Tigers in Panther territory.
Look at that Tim Ear from WSAZ filming tonight. He's running the length of the field right now. Here's a handoff. Nope, Salyers keeps it, and he is going to be met in the backfield and dropped at the 40-yard line for a short loss. And that's Tyler Eddy on the stop for the Panthers. 2nd down, about 10 and a half, officially 11. Shotgun again for Salyers, 2 receivers to each side of the field. Falson on the left side of Salyers, who takes the shotgun snap, has time to throw, fires across the middle. The pass is thrown just in front of Alex Cox. Left it just a bit short, and he was open. Well, you got the seams wide open down the middle on these pass plays. There is a flag thrown at the line of scrimmage. Is that in the area of holding? Illegal use of the hands against Chesapeake. Okay. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty and a first down.
Okay. 3rd penalty of the game against the Panthers. And that spot takes the Fighting Tigers, 30-31?
Yep. Well, the official signaled first down, but now he's backing off with that initial call.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not a first down. It's a 10-yard penalty. Here is Salyers, quarterback keeper up the middle, runs into his own man and doesn't find much. He'll go down about a half yard behind the line of scrimmage. That looked like a designed quarterback draw, but the hole closed quickly, and Salyers had nowhere to go. Now it's 3rd down and 2.
3rd down 2.
I mean, you got guys that are, 250, 300 pounds right there lined up at D tackle. They're not going to be moved very much, if moved at all. So 3rd down and about 2.5 for the Fighting Tigers.
Falson in the backfield, shotgun for Salyers. He will take, hands off to Falson, and he is going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, breaks the tackle, takes it across the 30. He's to the 25-20 and just stumbles down inside the 15. He was going to score, but lost his balance and fell inside the 15 to the 13. And initially, it looked like he was going down for a loss of about 4, but just sheds those tackles. You could see Chesapeake coach Andy Clark jump in the air, thought that they had to stop, and then his jump turned into a different attitude.
Yeah, he went from Matt Suey to Walter Payton, and Walter Payton kind of stumbled his feet there. You know, little Matt Suey. Yeah, okay.
Shotgun again. Fawson back there with Salyers. They fake the handoff. Salyers right up the gut. Takes it across the 10-5 and touchdown, Fighting Tigers. 13-yard touchdown run for Gage Salyers. And Ironton answers the Chesapeake score with 3:10 to play in the first half. 13-7 Ironton.
Yeah, he pulled the football out of the gut of the fullback that time, and he had to yank it because he saw a hole, and he was right in that decision. Into the end zone for a 13-yard touchdown run. Fighting Tigers take the lead, point after.
An extra point kick by Jordan Grizzle forthcoming. Bryson Thomas is the holder. Thomas gets the ball down on the tee. The kick is up and through. 14-7 Ironton. 3:10 to play in the first half. Back in 60 seconds on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. 14-7 Ironton kicking away. The kickoff brought to you by General Heating and Air, a Tri-State tradition. The ball goes over the head of Austin Browning and into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Panthers will set up first down and 10 at the 20. Again, 3 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the first half. Ironton on the board again after a 7-play, 75-yard drive that took 2:39 off the clock. Gage Salyers with his second rushing touchdown of the evening. Extra point kick by Jordan Grizzle makes it 14-7.
Well, Austin Browning has already carried the ball 18 times tonight. He's got 105 yards, including a 2-yard score on the last time he touched the football. So first and 10 at the 20. Like you said, Jason, 3:10 to play here in the first half.
They've run 25 plays, and he's carried how many times? 18? Okay. It is Burcham under center. Browning goes in motion. Handoff goes to Eddie. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Still pushing the pile forward. Takes it out across the 22, maybe the 23 or 24-yard line. One of the few carries for the junior fullback, Tyler Eddy. 2:52 to go.
His fourth to be exact, 9 yards. Cameron Harless has 1 carry on the night. He's got 2. 2nd and 7.
Burcham stays under center. It is Browning, the wing back to the left side. Browning now goes in motion. They'll toss it to him, running rights, looking for some room. Ironton stretches it out, and nice job to push him out of bounds. That's going to be a loss on the play. And it was Bryson Thomas giving chase over there on the far side. The ball goes back to the 23. Maybe a half-yard loss. Third down and about 6 now for the Panthers.
Yeah, that's what you got to have. He's got such great speed, but you got to have excellent pursuit to match him, to not let him get around that corner. And that time he did not. As Jason said, possibly lost a half a yard, but we'll still call it 3rd and 7.
Shotgun formation now for Burcham. One back with him. That's Browning. Burcham takes, hands off to Browning. Browning being pursued. He is going to be hit at the 25, spun down at the 26. Hunter Humphreys on the carry, and let's see, Gage Salyers was over there as well. And we get a timeout taken by Ironton, their final timeout, because now the Panthers look at 4th down and 4, and Ironton is hoping to get the football back. They've moved the ball very well offensively against the Chesapeake defense tonight, and they look to get it in pretty decent field position, but again, no timeouts remain. The video this week on Meet the Tigers is Connor Ramey, cross-country runner. And check it out at foxsports1230.com. Garrett Carrico now deep to receive the punt from Cole Mills. Mills rolling to the left, kicks it away, end-over-end kick. Carrico fields it on his knee at the 46. So still decent field position with 2:14 to go, and the way Ironton's moved the ball, that's more than enough time. Again, out of timeouts. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to play, and the Panthers will get the ball to start the second half.
Important defensive stand that time for the Fighting Tigers to show that they can adjust, and they did adjust on that particular offensive barrage by Chesapeake in trying to slow down Austin Browning. Now, they have a chance to make this 14-7 lead a little bigger. 2:14 to play, 1st and 10.
Here's a swing pass out to the left. Carrico makes the catch, heads to the sideline across midfield, and he will get out of bounds to stop the clock shy of the first down marker at about the Panther 46. He'll pick up 8. No, they say he stepped out back at the 47. So called a 7-yard pickup, 2nd down and 3. But again, that stops the clock.
Number 9, Garrett
Garrett's third catch of the night. He's got 2 for 34-yard varieties for 68 yards, and that is 7-yarder. So he's got 3 good catches for the Fighting Tigers. Second and, let's call it 3.
Trips right, single wide out left. Salyers takes, has time to throw. Now he'll roll out to the left. The pocket collapses, and he is going to be hit back at the 50. Breaks out of that, rolls to the right side, looks downfield, and he will throw this one. It's incomplete. I thought he was throwing it away, but Ethan Wilson jumped high in the air and almost came down with that. Coverage defensively by Tyler Eddy, and a nice job there by Gage Salyers to get out of that big scrum at the middle of the field and save a bunch of yards. 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, Houdini, if you will, on that particular play, as he was able to escape, but more impressive, he almost completed a pass.
All right, big 3rd down here with 1:54 to go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Fawson in the backfield with Salyers. 4-man front for the Panthers. And it will be Fawson on the carry, running right side. He will be hit, spins off a tackler, takes it across the 1st down marker, but there is a flag on the play at the point where it will be a hold against the Tigers. That penalty was thrown at the Panther 47. They'll back it up 10 yards from there, and Ironton will look instead of a 1st down at 3rd down and 12, 13 yards.
43 is the spot, so.
They wind the clock, 1:48. Well, the official said wind it. They haven't started. There they go. 2 receivers left and right. Fawson in the backfield with Salyers. Salyers on 3rd down, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, flanker screen out to Wilson, who makes the catch, gets a block, takes it across midfield, 45-40. He's got the 1st down, holding onto the football and tackled at the Chesapeake 36. Nice call. Pass play to Ethan Wilson on the flanker screen, and he'll move the chains. Wilson's had some big catches tonight for the Tigers, a couple of them. 1:27, the clock starts again. Salyers from the shotgun with 2 receivers to each side of the field. Takes the shotgun snap. Pressure. Now the pocket collapses. He'll roll out to the left side, looks downfield, and he spins back into the field of play, and he'll be brought down at the 35. Instead of going out of bounds to save some time, he cuts upfield, only gets 2 yards, and the clock continues to roll. 2nd down and 8. 104, 103, 102. And Ironton will send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Salyers taking his time, backs up into the shotgun with Fawson back there with him. Clock at 54, 53. Salyers takes, fakes the handoff, looks to throw. He'll roll out of the pocket again, now has to get rid of it. Nope, he'll just run out of bounds, picking up about 1.5 yards to the Chesapeake 34 with 46 seconds to play. And Ironton now looks at 3rd down.
Chesapeake trying to do their due diligence defensively to keep the Tigers out of the end zone and know that they are to get the ball to start the 2nd half.
3rd down for the Fighting Tigers. I said 4th, and the stick had 4, but it is 3rd down. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Salyers backpedals into the shotgun with Fawson back there on his right hip. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, has some time, fires across the middle. The pass is incomplete. Thrown behind Garrett Carrico at the 22, and that would have been a 1st down, but it's incomplete. 4th down.
Yeah, 4 down territory for the Fighting Tigers. So 4th down play got to be sent in for Gage Salyers.
How about Isaac Unger from 51 right here? We saw him kicking about 43-yarders in pregame. Same formation, 2 receivers right and left. Ball on the left hash mark. Salyers with the shotgun, but we get a timeout taken by Andy Clark and the Chesapeake Panthers. 41.3 to play. 14-7 Ironton, and the Tigers are driving here. All right, here we go. Big 4th down play for both teams. Ironton to the line of scrimmage on 4th down and 8 from the Panther 34.
Ethan Duncan inserted into the slot position. A very good possession receiver for the Fighting Tigers.
Again, they just need 8. Shotgun for Salyers with Fawson on his left hip. He'll take the snap, has some time to throw, looks downfield, now rolls out to the right side, He pump fakes once, twice, 3 times, takes it across the 25, spins and gets out of bounds and gives Ironton a first down at the 22. 31.6 seconds to play in the first half, and on a 4th down, Salyers carries and gives Ironton a first down.
Again, the clock stops, 31 seconds, 31.6. 22 the official spot for the Fighting Tigers, so.
They'll put Wilson wide to the right side and line up trips left. That's the wide side of the field. Salyers from the shotgun. Takes the snap and rolls the pocket to the left side. Looks downfield, fires, and the pass is going to be caught at the 10. Nope, at the 11 by Garrett Carrico, tackled inbounds. The clock will continue to roll, 22.6. Now they stopped it momentarily. I'm not sure why they stopped it. The official didn't signal a timeout, and now they do. The referee signals timeout. Yeah, they stopped that clock, I guess just to see if it was a first down. Yeah. Now they'll wind it again. Salyers under center, and he'll just throw this one into the turf to stop the clock with 18.1 to play. And Ironton has a 3rd down and a yard to go.
Yeah, I guess it was close enough to what they might have thought was a first down, so he had to take a peek, stop the clock, which helped the Fighting Tigers. But again, now that brings up a 3rd and possibly a half a yard, so Tigers, of course, would like to get the first down, which in turn would stop the clock enough to possibly get on the ball to get another snap.
2 receivers each side of the field once again. Here's Salyers taking, looking left, throwing that way. The pass is off the hands of Garrett Carrico at the 5 and out of bounds. 4th down and a yard. Now, with 14.9 to go, do you try to pick up that 1 yard, or do you send Isaac Unger onto the field and try to make it a 10-point game? It looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. This will be a 29-yard try for Unger, but Ironton's going to try to get the 6 out of this. 14.9 to go on 4th down. Here's Salyers taking, looking, now running to the left side, has some room, throws to the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. It's Garrett Carrico. 9 seconds to play, and Salyers finds Carrico for the score, and Ironton leads it 20-7.
Officially 13-yard touchdown, and that was thrown to his left with the right hand. He had to bullet that pass in there, and Garrett Carrico found an open spot in that defense and makes the great catch.
He sidearmed that sucker.
Yes, he
just
did.
Like Dave Craig back in the day. Extra point attempt by Isaac Unger. Good snap, good spot. Kick is up. Kick is good. 21-7, Fighting Tigers with the lead. 9 seconds to play in the first half. Isaac Unger kicking off. It is a kickoff brought to you by General Heating and Air, celebrating 50 years of Tri-State tradition. It is a squid kick that will roll around. It's about the 25-yard line. Nobody jumped on it. Ironton's got it. They recovered the ball. Chesapeake just watched that one rolling around, and that's going to be stopped for play right there at the 22. Was that John Higgins that picked it up and took it to the end zone? No, Alex Cox had that one in the end zone, but it's marked for play where he recovered the fumble at the 22. How about that? Chesapeake, I guess, was just waiting for Austin Browning to come up and get that.
Squib kick to the 22, and like you said, heads-up play by Higgins, who's like, okay, if you guys aren't going to get it, I'm going to pick that sucker up.
Now Ironton's going to send Isaac Unger out there to kick this thing and try to make it a 24-7 game. Ball's at the 22. The tee will be spotted at the 20. They got to hurry. They're going to get a delay of game penalty. At the 28, 38-yard try, Bryson Thomas is the holder.
5 seconds.
Yep. Here's the snap. It's high. Thomas gets it on the tee. The kick by Unger is up. It's on the way. It is no good. Left it short as the clock shows 2.6 seconds left. Well, good try there. Left it just a bit short.
No good. Panthers take over.
So Chesapeake will take over with 2.6 seconds left.
So again, Chesapeake due to get the ball to start the second half.
Ball spotted at the 20. Ironton's got to play prevent here and not commit a penalty. You've got Gage Salyers back at midfield right now. It's 30 yards off the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It is Browning at quarterback, and now they've got two guys in motion. Browning takes. It is a quarterback keeper. He runs right side, grabbed from behind, and tackled forward by Trent Kleiber, and that will bring the first down to a close. 21-7, Ironton on top of Chesapeake. Good start here for the Fighting Tigers tonight.
We would like to welcome you to the 2017 Chesapeake High School Homecoming festivities. Please direct your attention to the center of the field as we introduce you to some special people here at Chesapeake tonight. Before I introduce you to our homecoming court, we're going to start with our crown bearer and our flower girl. The flower girl is Sophie Fulton. She's a first grader at Chesapeake Elementary School, and she's in Mrs. Hall's class. She is the daughter of Randy Fulton and Jocelyn Fulton. Sophie attends C3 Cross Community Church in South Point, and she enjoys dancing and singing and plans to be a Panther cheerleader in the future. Sophie wants to be a model or a doctor when she grows up. Easton Combs is the crown bearer. He is the son of Mark and Tara Combs. He's 6 years old and in the first grade at Chesapeake Elementary School, and he attends Palmyra Missionary Baptist Church with his family. He loves football, never misses a Baltimore Ravens game, and he likes to swim, play basketball, and travel to new places. And when he grows up, he wants to be a zookeeper and work with animals. With Easton and Sophie is the 2016 Chesapeake High School Homecoming Queen, here to crown our new queen, Miss Emma Hudson. We welcome you back, Emma. She is attending OU Southern, Ohio University Southern, and she's majoring in elementary education, and she works at Runway and attends C3. So if you guys will step aside, we will make room for the homecoming court, and we will start with our freshman attendant. Our freshman attendant is Natalie Pratt, the youngest daughter of Bill and Stephanie Pratt. Her sisters are Rachel and Allie, and her little brother is Eli. Natalie is escorted tonight by Nick Carrico, son of Carrie and Chris Pfizer and Brian Carrico. Natalie is a member of the volleyball team here at Chesapeake High School. She attends C3 Cross Community Church and volunteered this year at the Pratt Dairy Farm Tour. Natalie likes volleyball and dancing and laughing with her sister Allie. She hopes to one day work with the NASA program. Ladies and gentlemen, our freshman attendant, Miss Natalie Pratt. Our sophomore attendant tonight is Natalie's sister, Miss Allie Pratt, daughter of Bill and Stephanie Pratt. Her sisters are Rachel and Natalie Pratt, and her brother is Eli. Allie is escorted tonight by Tristan Oldacre, son of Chuck Oldacre and Kim Oldacre. Here at Chesapeake, Allie is a sophomore representative on student council. She also attends C3 and was also a volunteer at the Pratt Dairy Farm Tour. Allie likes painting, scary movies, art, reading, music, and loves spending time with family and friends. Allie's birthday actually falls on 9/11/01. One day, Allie hopes to study law in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Allie Pratt. Our junior attendant is Kennedy Riley. Kennedy is the daughter of Jill Stapleton and Michael and her stepmother Cynthia Riley, and is the sister of Megan and Cameron. Her escort this evening is Beckett Seitz, son of Carrie Seitz of Chesapeake and Tony Seitz of Chesapeake. Here at Chesapeake High School, Kennedy is a varsity cheerleader and a student council representative. She attends Tri-State Worship Center and is a member of Team Tony. Kennedy has been a Tumble World All-Star cheerleader since the age of 4 and is a 4-time World Cheerleading Championship competitor and has won multiple national titles. She believes and encourages Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me. She had plans to attend Moorhead University and continue in her mom's footsteps with Tumble World. Ladies and gentlemen, our junior attendant, Kennedy Riley. Now for our senior homecoming attendants. Please welcome our first senior attendant, Alexis Kearns. Alexis is the daughter of Casey and Courtney Kearns and the sister of Kiara and Olivia Kearns. She is escorted tonight by Bryce DePriest, son of Carrie Counts. Here at Chesapeake, Alexis is a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club, and has been on student council for 4 years, yearbook for 2 years, prom committee, and has played volleyball, softball, and soccer. She has participated in the Marshall University Scores Academic Festival, the Canned Food Drive, and has volunteered at Little Victories Animal Shelter. In her spare time, Alexis enjoys driving around and adventuring with her friends. She plans on attending college and majoring in medical imaging or business management. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexis Kearns. Our next attendant is Anna Kimball. Anna is the daughter of Robin and Terry Kimball and is the sister to Abby Kimball. She is escorted tonight by Reese Seidenstricker, son of Shannon and Daryl Seidenstricker. Here at Chesapeake, Anna has served as class vice president for 4 years. She is a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club and Prom Committee. She has participated in the Marshall University Scores Academic Festival, played volleyball, softball, and was a member of the track team. Anna has also been a stellar Quiz Bowl statistician for 3 years. While completing classes here at Chesapeake High School, she has attended Ohio University full-time for 2 years. Anna is a member at Union Missionary Baptist Church and is a drummer in the praise band at Regeneration Church. Her special interests include special effects makeup, photography, drumming, and art. And Anna plans to attend Flagler College, majoring in business and minoring in hospitality and tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Kimball. Our next attendant is Madison Yeomans. Madison is the daughter of Amy Yeomans and Roger Yeomans. She is escorted tonight by Liam Thacker, son of Harper and Dan Thacker. Madison has been a cheerleader here at Chesapeake High School for 4 years and currently serves as one of the team's captains. She is a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club and the Quiz Bowl team. Madison has participated in the Marshall University Scores Academic Festival for 3 years and has served as a Special Olympics volunteer. Madison plans to attend Marshall University and major in biology. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Madison Yeomans. Makayla Clark is our next senior attendant. She is the daughter of Grizz and Christy Clark and the sister to Dakota and Jaden. She is escorted tonight by Evan Goodall, son of Dawn and Kurt Goodall. Here at Chesapeake High School, Makayla has cheered for 4 years and serves as team captain. She has played softball and volleyball and is a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club. She has also participated in the Marshall University Scores Academic Festival. Makayla is a member of the Rose of Sharon Baptist Church and enjoys hunting with her dad and shopping with her mom and sis. Makayla plans to attend Ohio University. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Makayla Clark. Please welcome our next senior attendant, Natalie Hall. Natalie is the daughter of Carrie and Andy Hall and the sister of Sydney and Miley Hall. She is escorted tonight by Cecil Fletcher III, son of Tanya and Cecil Fletcher Jr. Here at Chesapeake High School, Natalie serves as the senior class and student body president. She has played volleyball and basketball for 4 years, and in basketball was named first team All-OVC for 2 years and second team All-District and All-Ohio Honorable Mention. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, FCA, and Prom Committee. Natalie also is a student at Ohio University. She has been a Special Olympics volunteer for 3 years and is a volunteer at the City Mission. Natalie plans on attending The Ohio State University, majoring in biology. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Hall. Our last senior attendant is the third Pratt girl of the evening, and this is Miss Rachel Pratt, daughter of, you guessed it, Bill and Stephanie Pratt, and sister to Allie, Natalie, and Eli. She is escorted tonight by Jaden Kearns, son of Mitchell and Chrissy Kearns. Here at Chesapeake High School, Rachel has played volleyball 4 years and softball for 3 years. She is the member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, Prom Committee, Yearbook Committee. She has been a student council class officer for 4 years and has been a member of the Marshall University Scores Academic Team. She attends C3 and enjoys going to football games, hanging out with her friends, and making new friends. Rachel plans to attend college and major in criminology. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Pratt. So it's time to announce our homecoming queen. And for this, we would like for the crown bearer and the flower girl to walk closer and get ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our 2017 Chesapeake High School homecoming queen is Miss Rachel Pratt. Sophie's giving her flowers. Easton gave her the crown.
Play by play, Gina.
And Emma will crown her.
The crown has now been placed.
Rachel Pratt is our homecoming queen.
Now they're walking towards the front.
Go ahead and stand right there, Rachel. Just stand right there for a minute.
Kickoff will come from the 45-yard line. Austin Browning at the 2. Cameron Harless back there at about the 5 for the Panthers.
Not understate that this is, will be, an important drive for this Chesapeake Panther team. As like you said, going in at the halftime, Ironton offense able to move freely, rushing and passing. Chesapeake, on the other hand, one score to show for.
Line drive kick, and Browning will field it, backpedaling at the 2-yard line. Running across the 5, 10 to the 15, breaks a tackle. He's to the 20, 25, breaks another tackle. He's out to the 30-yard line. 35, 40, hits the sideline across midfield. He's to the 40, breaks another tackle, and then steps out of bounds in Ironton territory at the 39.
Austin Browning with the return to the 39.
Kick it away from that guy. 11:45 to play in the third quarter. And Browning, who has done everything for the Panthers tonight, gives them the ball in Ironton territory at the 39.
Yeah, from the 2 or 3 of Ironton, from the 2 or 3 on the kickoff, all the way to Tiger territory, as they begin their offense at the 39 of Ironton. As you said, as we've been saying all game, it's like, don't kick it to him.
All right, so the ball will be marked at the right hash mark. Got a text from Rick McKnight, who said that I would make it in Hollywood before you. I don't think that's the case.
No.
He said no, you won't. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Evan Burcham. Takes the snap, hands off to Browning, right side, gets a good block, takes it down to the 35-yard line. It is stood up by about 4 white jerseys over there. That'll be a gain of, we'll call it 4, second down and 6.
Again, we're into the low 20 carries for this young man named Austin Browning. 22 carries, 112 right now, as he picks up about 4.5 on that play.
Ironton's played, okay, they played.
I'll compromise. Rick McKnight and Kevin Anthony, the odd couple. There you go.
I'd watch that.
There you
I
go.
think I would.
Yep.
Shotgun formation again for Burcham. Nope, Browning's back there now. And the fake handoff, Browning with a keeper right up the middle. He will drag Cody Rowe with him down to the 30-yard line, shy of the first down by a yard. Sorry, that was Trent Kleiber, not Cody Rowe.
Yeah, knee hit before the 30, so yep, we'll spot him at the 29, 6-yard pickup.
Ironton's had 5 games this year. Okay, they played Wheelersburg, Russell, Fairland, and Ashland and South Point. All these teams have run the spread offense. You got Chesapeake, who comes in here with the wing tee, some misdirection, and all Mr. Browning. A little bit different attack here. Browning takes, fakes the pass, runs to the left side. He will have the first down as he gets across the 30, then pushed back by Duncan and also Falson. Forward progress will give him the 28, and that will move the chains for the Panthers.
First down, Panthers from the Tiger 28-yard line.
Panthers had a nice scoring drive in the first half. Their only score of the half, which was a 16-play, 80-yard drive. Have to go half that distance here on this drive. But they have come out and done what they needed to do so far. And now Burcham's back in at center, at quarterback, lining up under center. Browning goes in motion. They'll hand off to the fullback, Eddie. He's hit by Duncan and tackled down around the 27. 1-yard pickup. Second down and long here for the Panthers.
Forward progress, they'll pick him and say officially 2, so about a 1.5 yard pickup. So again, anytime you can get him out from underneath center, that'll make the defense look elsewhere, and they hope that will free Eddie. It did not. 2-yard pickup, and Burcham will remain a quarterback, so we'll look for Browning to go in motion.
Browning will be the wing back to the left side, offset fullback to the right, and Browning does go in motion. They toss it to him, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage by Gage Salyers.
Easy now, easy, fellas.
That's some
Extracurriculars.
Again, Austin Browning on the carry.
pushing and shoving, but Ironton jumps in and stops that immediately. That'll be a no gain, third down.
Yep, okay. And again, credit to the defensive end and cornerback on that spot, on that side, turning the play inside. But again, the pursuit by the interior line stops that play. So third down, and we'll call it 8.
4 down territory here for the Panthers.
Somebody's hobbling there. I can't tell who that is.
2 receivers left, 1 right, shotgun formation. Burcham takes and rolls to the near side. Here comes the pressure, fires to the corner. The pass is incomplete. Looking for Jake Stevens on the sideline here. John Higgins on the coverage defensively. So it is 4th down now for the Panthers.
Yeah, Burcham tackled hard, Jason. That is number 10. That is not Burcham, but
Browning.
Austin Browning. He's the one that I saw hobbling, and he's still kind of favoring.
Left leg, yeah.
If he's looking toward the sideline, as if to say, hey, I might need to come out here for a sec.
You know, the last couple of years, and you brought this up before the game, the last couple of years these two teams have played, the starting quarterback for Chesapeake has been hurt.
Yep.
And had to leave the game. That was Casey McComas.
We'll keep an eye on that. It's his left leg,
Yep.
so.
And the Panthers have to take a timeout to avoid the delay of game penalty. 8:25 to play in the third, 21-7 Ironton. We're back in 60 seconds on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. 4th and 8 for the Panthers from the Ironton 26. 8:25 to play. Browning goes in motion to the right. They toss it to him, and he wants to throw. Now he's going to come back to the near side, hit at the 30, and he'll be stood up. Fossen will bring him down, and they will lose yards on that play. And the Fighting Tigers will take over first down and 10.
Yep, official spot at the 27, so give him a -1 on that possession. Looked like he was trying to set up the throw, but again, the defense read that and did a nice job in the secondary to take away his receivers. And he tried to roll left, and he is not looking very athletic with that bum left leg due to a tackle previously, and he's still gimpy. And Tigers will take over on downs, 1st and 10. 8:21 to play, third quarter. Ironton 21, Chesapeake 0, or Chesapeake 7, excuse me.
First offensive possession for Ironton this half. They will send Ethan Wilson wide to the right side, 2 receivers wide left. Gage Salyers, the quarterback, in a shotgun formation with a single setback with him. That is Tanner Wilson. He takes the handoff and runs straight ahead across the 30, 35, and out to the 37.5, which is good for a Fighting Tiger first down.
Tanner, 2 carries, 37 in that first half, and we'll give him 10.5 for that one. So double-digit carries in yardage, if you will, each carry for the Fighting Tigers. Tanner Wilson.
Single wide receiver left, 2 to the right. Salyers again from the shotgun. Wilson's back there. The fake handoff to him. Salyers with the quarterback keeper up the middle. Dances through a couple of tackles. Breaks one at the 45. He's to midfield. Hits the sideline. 40, 35, and tackled out of bounds. There is a flag thrown back in the backfield, and that may be a hold. Referee taking his time, walking to the other officials. They'll get the call, and it looks like this one's coming back. And Austin Browning is now coming off the field for the Panthers. Again, still hobbling a bit. And I don't know if his night's done, but goodness, that's a huge weapon if he is out.
That's our official signal from the referee.
Personal foul, face mask against Ironton.
Decline.
Hold against Ironton, which will be accepted from the spot of the foul. I guess there was a face mask downfield, which they declined. I still don't see the flag, but the one at the line of scrimmage is the hold, and they'll back it up 10 yards to the 26. And Ironton now looks at first down and 20 with 7:56 to play in the third quarter. They lead at 21-7. Gallia Academy Blue Devils now on top of Fairland, 18-15. Back and forth battle down in Proctorville. Single wide receiver left, trips right. Salyers from the shotgun with a single setback with him. He'll take the snap, rolls out to the near side, looks downfield, stops, now reverses the field and goes back to the left. He is at the 20, 25, fires downfield. The pass is incomplete. Looking for Carrico. And, Bryson Thomas. Short for Bryson Thomas, and it is now 2nd and 20.
Yeah, Carrico already deep in the secondary, rushing to his left. No way he would be able to set up and throw that deep, so semi kind of throwing that away. So 2nd down and a bunch for the Fighting Tigers. 2nd and 20, ball at the Ironton 27. Again, Ironton leading 21-7.
Getting behind the chains here on 2nd down and long. It's probably the longest Ironton's had tonight on 2nd and 20. Salyers from the shotgun, 2 receivers left, one or right and one left. Tanner Wilson takes the handoff as he runs off tackle left, moves across the 30 and gets out to the 33, 34-yard line. Still 3rd and long as Wilson picks up about 6. Portsmouth on top of Colgrove now, 14-13 in the 3rd quarter. It's a battle.
Make some noise, Panther fans!
You can have a whole bunch of teams 2-1 in the league after tonight.
Oh, yes.
Rock Hill leads South Point 44-8 at halftime. Shotgun for Salyers on 3rd and long. Takes the snap, looks right, throws back to the left. The catch is going to be made by Thomas, who breaks a couple of tackles, heads the sidelines across the 40, 35-30. He stutter steps to the 25 and gets out of bounds at the 20. No flags on the play. And Ironton will have a 1st down and 10 inside the red zone.
And like you, I had my eyes in the backfield looking for a yellow hanky to be dropped, and there was none. So nice little inside screen that time called by Tobin Streck up here in the booth. The Fighting Tigers down on the field. And that official spot's going to be all the way to the 18-yard line.
Coach Andy Clark thought there should have been a flag for ineligible receiver downfield. Nothing thrown. 1st and 10 Ironton from the 18, converting on 3rd and long. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Salyers takes and hands off. Nope, the ball's loose. That handoff never happened, and Chesapeake has recovered. The Panthers, Josh Rose jumps on the loose ball, and Chesapeake, for the 2nd time tonight, stops an Ironton drive because of a fumble.
Unfortunate for the Fighting Tigers. Again, the offense clicking on all cylinders, but the 4th time the Tigers have been stripped of the football, but this time it wasn't a strip. It was just a poor exchange, and I'm looking down at the sideline, Jason, to see if a number 10 heads back. He was being stretched. That left groin of his is giving him some issues, and right now he's still on the sideline.
Yep.
So.
And he'll come over here to the bench. So you've got quarterback Evan Burcham under center. Receiver comes in motion. The handoff goes to Kelton Jones, who ducks under one tackler, takes it across the 20, and John Higgins brings him down at the 23. I'm sorry, that's Cameron Harless, not Kelton Jones. Cameron Harless on the carry. Gain of about 5, 2nd down and 5. As the clock continues to roll, 6:24 and counting, 21-7. Ironton on top of Chesapeake. Again, they'll go with the double tight end set, wing backs to each side of the field. And there goes a man in motion, fake handoff to him, and Burcham with the keeper left side. He'll take it across the 30 and has the 1st down. So he's brought down by Tanner Wilson. That's the kind of Chesapeake football we're used to seeing, with the double tights and the wing backs and a lot of misdirection in the backfield. And that was not the case for the first 2.5 quarters. Same formation. It is a handoff on the sweep left side, and that is Cameron Harless, who has a bit of a hole, takes it across the 35, gets out to the 39-yard line. About 7.
The Tigers got penetration, but had a hand on the running back, but just he went right through that tackle for a big gain of about 7.5. So again, tempo changes, the offense changes, so the defense needs to adjust as to what they need to do to make the play. So 2nd and 3.
Wingbacks to each side. Here comes Harless in motion, takes the handoff, cuts upfield. He'll be hit by Higgins and also Seth Fawson and Garrett Carrico, and stopped just across the 40-yard line at the 41. 3rd down and short for the Panthers.
Stop by number 22, John Higgins.
We said this in the first half, and we'll remind you once again, the Ironton Student Council is sponsoring the Powder Puff football game Wednesday, October 4th. That's this coming Wednesday. Can't believe we're in October already. But Wednesday, October 4th at 6:30 at Tanks Memorial Stadium. It'll be the freshmen and seniors against the sophomores and juniors. Girls game. It is $3 to get in for adults, $2 for students. Proceeds go toward the Christmas food baskets that the council hands out during the holiday season. So if you can check out that Powder Puff game, you can do that Wednesday at 6:30. They bring the sticks across to measure. It is about a half yard shy of the first down, and the Panthers look at third down from the 41. All right, we just got a message again from Mickey Fisher.
Okay.
Now this is not hiring you for a gig. He said, I heard there was a shout out. Just got to turn the game on here at the office, out there in Hollywood. He is repping the orange and black today.
That's right. That's right.
So thank you, Mickey, for tuning in. Third down and short for the Panthers. Wing backs to each side, quarterback keeper. As Burcham pushes his way forward, has the first down. Forward progress will give him. Yeah, I think he had it. Tanner Wilson grabbed him and threw him back to about the 40, but his forward progress, he didn't need much. He needed about a foot. He got 2, and it's a first down for Chesapeake. Clock rolls again, 4:37 to play. Panthers to the line of scrimmage. Again, double tights, wing backs to each side of the field. Browning is back in. He'll take the handoff and runs right. Has a big hole up the middle. Takes it across the 45-50 into Ironton territory and brought down at the 44. Well, he hops up real quick and hobbling just a little bit right now. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, 14 on the carry. And again, with those ends are tight and close, you got to look out for number 10.
He takes it again, right side. Ironton tries to bottle him up, but Browning cuts upfield. He'll get to the Ironton 41 before Tanner Wilson brings him down.
Gain of 3. Stop made by number 65.
Look at those shoes Mickey's got on. Orange and black.
Sweet.
That picture. It's nice.
Second down, 7 for the Panthers.
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. 3:45 to go. Third quarter. Burcham under center. Browning goes in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Burcham around the left side. He will get down to the 35-yard line, shy of the first down. Salyers and Higgins in on the stop for the Fighting Tigers. But Burcham gets his team a yard away from that first down.
Not sure if that was a busted play or not, because both running backs and fullback went right, and he turned left, and there's nobody there but himself, so he kept it and got positive yardage. So 3rd and 1 for the Panthers.
Fullback is Eddie, wing backs to each side of the field, and the handoff comes near side to Cameron Harless, and Harless has the first down across the 34-yard line. Just did get enough for the first down, but he'll move the chains. And the clock will continue to roll after they spot the ball for a first down. 3:04 to play. Third quarter, 21-7 Ironton. Browning will be the wing back to the left side. Eddie at fullback, wing back right, and Browning goes in motion to the right side. They'll hand off to him, gets a couple of blocks, cuts upfield, breaks a tackle into the open field, and he'll score. Austin Browning from 33 yards out, and the lead is now 21-13.
Anytime you have that double tight end set and everybody's on the line of scrimmage, all you have to do is get by that first wave of defense, and it's usually a foot race, and that's what happened right there. As Austin Browning gets past the initial line of scrimmage, and nobody back home, and to the house he goes. 33 yards, and Chesapeake trying to change the complexion of this game. It's trying to draw within 7 with a point after attempt.
Dalton Nida will attempt that extra point. Low snap. The ball's placed on the tee. The kick is up. It's on the way, and it is good. 21-14, 2:41 left in the third quarter. Got a ball game. Back after this timeout with the Tigers on top on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. Chesapeake right back in this one, and both Chesapeake touchdowns have come after Ironton turnovers. A fumble at the 1 out of the back of the end zone. The Panthers go 80 yards. Here, a fumble at the 19. The Panthers go 81 yards in 10 plays. 4:01 off the clock. Austin Browning with a 33-yard run, and Dalton Knight is PAT. And we got ourselves a 7-point game. Ironton will get the ball. Knight will kick it away for the Panthers. And this is a line drive kick down the middle of the field. Alex Cox fields it at the 11, running up the middle across the 15, 20, 25, out to the 30, and brought down at the 35-yard line. And the Tigers will take over. At that point, first down and 10.
Yep. Austin Browning gets hurt, goes to the sideline, gets that groin stretch taken care of, loosens it back up, and right back where he left off. Right now, 29 carries, 168, and I think he's got about 10 or 15 more carries left in it.
At least.
But yeah. Ironton needs to kind of get another score to make it a more than 7-point game, because Chesapeake seems to have found their offensive wave. Ironton on top, 21-14 with the football.
Fawson in the backfield with Salyers, and he will take the handoff up the middle, breaks a tackle at the line across the 45-50, moves right 45-40, he's to the 35-30, hits the sideline to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. First play from scrimmage, Seth Fawson goes 65 yards for the touchdown, and Ironton has gone on top 27-14.
Just like that, from Matt Suey to John Riggins. I'm sorry for my analogies there.
No, they're good.
Sweet move by the fullback, 65 yards, and the score, showing his speed that he had back in the day when he was in middle school. So right now he's put on about 100 more pounds since his 112-pound frame. But the Fighting Tigers quickly on top, 2:23 to play.
Extra point attempt by Isaac Unger is a knuckleball, and it gets between the uprights, and it's 28-14. Fighting Tigers on top with 2:23 to play in the third quarter.
Quickly on top, I should say, with 2 scores instead of 1. So
Browning is deep. And the kick is away from him. It's a squib kick that bounces around here on the near side. Picked up at the 35-yard line. There's a flag, 2 flags. It's going to be a late hit. As the up man was taking a knee, that was Burcham, who was dropping down to a knee and got hit by Gunnar Crawford. So we're going to get a late hit. So instead of 1st and 10 from the 36, the Panthers are going to have the ball in Ironton territory once again.
Short field forthcoming for this Panther team.
Ball at the Ironton 49-yard line. I'll tell you what, your man over there, Jason Stevens, he is rocking the tunes here at Chesapeake tonight.
Yeah, got their own DJ.
Got some good stuff going on over there. Lawrence County Auditor. All right, so the Panthers getting a touchdown on their last drive of 81 yards. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Ironton 49. Wing T set, double tights, and the handoff comes near side to Cameron Harless. And Harless has stood up at the line of scrimmage, and he will go nowhere. In fact, he'll lose about a half yard. Initial contact by Hayden Topping, I believe.
Yeah, you're going to line up on the line of scrimmage with those double tight ends. You've got to get penetration quick and get to them before they get to you, or they're able to make their move and go to the house. That time was superb penetration up front by that front 3, front 4 of the Fighting Tigers. So 2nd down, and we'll call it 10.5.
Wingbacks to each side. Eddie, the fullback. Browning goes in motion. They toss it to him. He cuts upfield, hit at midfield, tackle to the 49-yard line. Ethan Duncan on the stop. Just a 1-yard pickup to get back to the initial line of scrimmage, and the Panthers have it 3rd down and 10.
Excellent defensive execution on the left-hand side of the defense. Defensive end. Seth Fawson busts in there. What does the running back Browning have to do? Turn up inside, and there's Ethan Duncan waiting on him. That's about a 1-yard pickup.
Jake Stevens brings the play in, replacing Jamie Mills. I think just a substitution as the whole team is looking to the sideline for the play call. 1:10 to go on a rolling clock here in the third. 28-14 Ironton. Panthers trying to answer. 5 on the play clock as the Panthers get to the line of scrimmage. Burcham under center and a timeout taken by Andy Clark. Panthers now with 1 timeout remaining, exactly 1 minute to play in the third quarter. They were going to get a delay of game had he not taken that timeout. Third down and 10 for the Panthers at the Ironton 49. Browning goes in motion to the right. They fake the handoff to him. Burcham under pressure. He is hit by Hunter Humphreys and sacked back at the 40-yard line. Andy Clark wants a horse collar tackle call, but there is no flag on the play. That is a big loss of about 13 yards, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, close to a horse collar. He had him on top of the shoulder pads, but obviously the Ironton defender was continuing getting drove back and tried to do enough. That play had nowhere to go from the get-go because once the quarterback got it, he was off balance and tried to make something happen, but nothing doing. That's a big loss on the play all the way back to the ball not necessarily touching the 39.
That essentially eliminates the 4-down territory. On 4th and 23, the punt team is out, and Mills will kick it away. A spiraling kick that will bounce and picked up by Carrico at the 29. He runs left. He's got a wall. Carrico across the 30, 35. He's to the 40. He's to midfield. Cuts back to the right side. Flag comes in well behind the play. Carrico moving right and left, zigzagging and taking it all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. But again, there is a flag back at the 45-yard line. That was well behind the play, and I don't know who that was thrown on. It'll go for 71 yards on the punt return touchdown if it stands, but it looks like that one is coming back. No indication by the official as of yet, but this marker is back at the 44. As soon as he threw that flag, I looked back here. I didn't see anybody.
Yeah.
So, again, no indication yet. Here we go. Personal foul against Ironton. Okay. So that's a 15-yard mark off. Wipe off the 71-yard punt return touchdown for Garrett Carrico. But Ironton has the football as the fourth quarter will get underway. That was the last play of the third. 28-14, Ironton with the lead. Back with the fourth quarter after this timeout on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. Starting the fourth quarter, Ironton with the football and the lead. 28-14, 1st and 10 from the 26. Gage Salyers from the shotgun with 2 receivers right, 1 left. Fawson will now move to the left side of Salyers. And then the fake handoff. Salyers running left side, looking for some room. Cuts upfield across the 30, chased out of bounds at around the 33-yard line.
Gage Salyers on the carry, run out of bounds by number 8.
Gage Salyers' first carry here in the second half. He had 11 for 90 yards, including scores from 20 and 13. So, again, that's his first carry. 12 carries, 97 yards.
Back and forth battle in Proctorville with Gallia Academy now back on top. 26-21, under 10 to go in the fourth quarter in that one. Shotgun again for Salyers, who takes and will hand off to Fawson up the middle. Fawson will have the first down as he submarines his way across the 35 and out to the 37. Tigers will move the sticks again, 1st and 10.
Believe it or not, only 8 carries on the night for Seth Fawson. Of course, throw in that 65-yarder and an 18 earlier in the game. He's got 8 carries, 118.
Pretty good game. Also, OVC play, Colgrove on top of Portsmouth now, 19-14. Hornets undefeated in the league. That'll be Ironton's opponent in 2 weeks. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun for Salyers. He'll take quarterback draw. He'll get a block from Fawson. Takes it across the 40. Spun down out at the 45-yard line by Zach Wright. Gain of about 7. 2nd down and 3.
He breaks the 100-yard mark. 13 carries, 105 for Gage Salyers, the quarterback of the Fighting Tigers.
2 over 100 for the first time this year.
Yep.
Ethan Wilson goes wide left, 2 receivers right. Carrico slot receiver over there. Thomas the wide receiver. Salyers from the shotgun takes and rolls out to the right side, looks downfield, fires to the sideline. Carrico has it go through his hands at the 40 and falls incomplete. Second down and 10. I'm sorry, that was third down and 2. That wasn't a first down on the previous play. Third down and 2.
And just out of the reach of Garrett Carrico, who has been one of the main targets for quarterback Gage Salyers tonight, as Carrico, Garrett that is, has 5 catches for 99 yards.
I'm guessing 44 touches it here. And he does. Fawson running right, has the first down as he carries defenders with him across midfield and gets down to the Chesapeake 47-yard line. The Tigers will move the chains, and they've got it first down and 10.
8-yard pickup, 9 carries, 126 for Seth Fawson.
That's Thomas and Carrico wide right. Wilson wide left. Fawson in the backfield with Salyers. 10:23 to play. Rolling clock here in the fourth. Ironton up 28-14. Salyers with a fake handoff. He'll keep it around the right side. Salyers bounces off a tackle. Tries to get outside, but he'll be stopped at about the 43-yard line. It's a good open field tackle by Cameron Harless. Thought maybe he was going to get out of Harless's hands and have a lot of room there on the sidelines. Second down 6, under 10 to play. 2 receivers to the right, that's the short side of the field. Wilson, the lone receiver, to the left. Salyers from the shotgun. Here comes Carrico in motion. He takes the handoff on the sweep, looking for a block, doesn't find it, and Chad McComas grabs him and brings him down at the line of scrimmage, maybe even lost a bit. But it's third down and 5 or 6 here for Ironton.
Yeah, again, nice defensive interior presence by that defense, who got upfield quick and was able to make the tackle. Scoreboard says 3rd and 6, closer to 3rd and 5. So, yes, we are in 4-down territory.
2 receivers to each side of the field. Here's Salyers looking to the near side. The pass is tipped and intercepted. And a lot of room here on the sideline for Jake Stevens. He's across the 30, 25-20, gets a block, cuts back left. He's inside the 5, and Gage Salyers brings him down at the 5. Another Ironton turnover, and Stevens with a big return to give the Panthers a first down and goal.
All the way down to the Ironton 4. Excellent effort that time by Gage Salyers, not giving up on the play. Got blocked, turned right back upfield, and made the tackle at the 4-yard line. Chesapeake with 8:57, trailing by 14, trying to cut this lead to 7.
And they are quickly to the line of scrimmage. Ironton having some problems getting the right personnel on the field, and now they'll have to take a timeout. 8:57 to play, 28-14, Fighting Tigers on top. You look at the drives this half for Chesapeake. They've set up at the Ironton 39, their own 19, the Ironton 49, and now the Ironton 5. And the Tigers have continued to shoot themselves in the foot here tonight, but they still hold on to a 28-14 lead. Panthers with an excellent opportunity to get right back into this game. Browning, the wing back to the left side. Eddie at fullback. Bircham under center. Here comes Browning in motion. He'll take the toss, cuts upfield. He's down to the 2, breaks a tackle, dives toward the goal line, and he just comes up shy of that marker. So he'll get down to the 1. It's second down and goal.
The Fighting Tigers thought that they had stopped his progress, but did not. Whistle didn't sound, so he busts forward, gets all the way down to inside the 1. So the official spot, of course, is the 1.
8.5 to go.
Yep, 8.5 to go.
Panthers to the line. Bircham under center. Eddie at fullback. Wing back left is Browning. Quarterback sneak, and Bircham pushes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Panthers are an extra point away from making this a 7-point game.
Bircham with his fourth carry of the game. His first rushing touchdown here tonight.
Dalton Naito on to attempt the extra point.
they're still trying to get kick personnel on the football field, and they do.
2 plays, 4 yards, 41 seconds. The extra point kick by Nida is up and through. So it's a one-score game, 28-21. Panthers have cut the lead to 7. We're back in 60 seconds on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. Dalton Nida kicking it away again for the Panthers, who have cut the lead to 7, 28-21, 8:16 to play in the fourth.
Ironton 3 possessions in this second half, Jason. 1 a touchdown and 2 turnovers.
Yep. And Chesapeake's touchdowns have all come after an Ironton turnover. Cox deep to receive. Nida's kick is away. It's to the near side. It will be fielded at the 18-yard line, and this is John Higgins, who takes it out across the 30 and gets to the 34 before he's stopped. 8 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the game.
Tackle made by number 56, Bradley Henderson, and number 20,
Again, Ironton, we've said it throughout the game, they have not had any trouble moving the football. They've had a hiccup here and there, but for the most part, no trouble moving the ball. It's just they've shot themselves in the foot with turnovers. They'll put Ethan Wilson wide left, Garrett Carrico in a slot that way, Bryson Thomas wide to the right side. That's the wide side of the field. Seth Fawson in at fullback with Salyers in the shotgun. The handoff goes to Fawson, right side. Fawson across the 35-40 and just does get tripped up at the 42-yard line by Chesapeake's Brevin Webb. Gain of 8, second down and 2.
brings up a second down 2 for the Tigers.
Ironton no huddle. Thomas wide to the right. Slot receiver right, Garrett Carrico. Ethan Wilson wide left. Fawson back there along with Evan Salyers, or Gage Salyers in the backfield. Salyers takes, fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper around the right side. He is bottled up, breaks out of that, takes it across the 45-50. He's to the Panther 45 and goes out of bounds at the 42. Boy, the Panthers had him dead to rights, but Salyers, a great second and third effort to give Ironton a first down in Panther territory. That'll stop the clock with 7:24 to play in the game.
Yeah, he's quick, he's shifty, but not only that, he's very strong. He's able to rip through and break through tackles. And we got a player of Chesapeake slowly working his way back down the field, and that's Zach Wright, the senior defensive end. First down, Fighting Tigers.
Two receivers to the short side right, Wilson wide left. Fawson in the backfield. Salyers from the shotgun takes and hands off to Fawson right side. Fawson is clotheslined down by Wright inside the 40 at the 38. He gets a full head of steam. He is a load to bring down. Fairland had taken the lead. Gallia Academy gets an 88-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. 6.5 to go there. Gallia Academy 32, Fairland 29. It's a back-and-forth battle in Proctorville. Shotgun for Salyers on second down and 6. He'll take the snap, hands off again to Fawson, this time running left side, looking for a block, covers up the football, cut down at the 35. He'll get about 3.
Number 44, Seth Fawson on the carry, tackle made by
and that was Cameron Harless on the stop.
Yeah, possibly should have turned it up just a little bit sooner as he kept switching footballs there, carrying it inside, carry it outside. Bounce it out just a little bit too long for the defense to kind of string it out to get a little bit of help. And third down and about 2.5. We'll call it 3 for the Fighting Tigers.
You think 44 gets it again?
Well, you got to think the defense is keying. I would expect him to rip it out of his gut and keep it himself.
Salyers with the keeper, right side, looking for some room, but he is pursued by Browning and stopped at the line of scrimmage. No sign at all of a right leg injury there by Browning as he closed quickly and brings down Salyers right at the line. So it's fourth down here for the Fighting Tigers. Decision time from the 35. They need 3 for the first down. They have a 7-point lead, and the Panthers have been moving the football well here in the second half.
Yeah, same thing on this play. A little bit too much of the string out, and got to make that decision and plant that foot and head upfield. Tigers did not do that. Here comes fourth down.
Here we go. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun for Salyers. Folson back there with him. Salyers takes, hands off to Folson, right side. He's got the first down and more. There goes Folson across the 25-20, breaks a tackle. He's to the 15, cuts left, breaks another tackle. He's to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. 35-yard touchdown run for Seth Folson, and the Fighting Tigers lead at 34-21.
Yep, that's what legends are made of right there. And he's only a sophomore as he speed, quickness, strength. That time he tried to get stripped twice, Jason. He ripped the ball back out of the defense hands and into the end zone for the score. 35-yard touchdown run as the Fighting Tigers make it a 2-score game. Here comes the point after.
Unger's extra point attempt is up, and he missed it to the left. So it is 34-21. His first missed extra point this year. He had one blocked, so I guess you count that, but first one he actually missed. 34-21, 5:04 to play in the fourth quarter. Back after this timeout on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. Ironton kicking off again. Kickoff brought to you by General Heating and Air. It's Rice State tradition. A high kick that will be fielded at about the 7-yard line and across the 10, 15, 20. Out to the 25 is Cameron Harless. He gets to the 30-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will set up first down and 10 with 4:56 to play in the game.
Yep, Seth Folson on the night for the Fighting Tigers. Only 13 carries, Jason. Only 13.
That's it.
Yep, just 13. Couple touchdowns. One for 65. That one there for 35. He plays both sides of the field. Did you know he plays defense?
I did, yeah.
He's a tired guy. 35-yard touchdown. 13 carries, 176.
Wow. Nice game for Folson tonight. Hey, Fairland has just gone on top of Gallia Academy. Kedrick Cunningham, 46-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick was blocked, so it's a 3-point game, 35-32, 5:21 left in that one. Here it's 34-21 after Ironton scores on a 6-play, 66-yard drive. Shotgun formation for Burcham. He takes and hands off to Browning on the sweep, and Browning is hit behind the line and dropped back at the 29 by Gage Salyers. 1-yard loss on the play, and Browning a little slow getting up.
Yeah, you can see that little zip that we've seen in that first couple of quarters. Not there, but again, he's out there. He's a football player, giving it his all. So nice tackle by Gage Salyers. A loss of 1 on the play. 4:30 to play. Ironton 34, Chesapeake 21. Again, 4:27. Clock is rolling.
34 points, the most Ironton has scored in a game this series, surpassing the 28 Tigers had a year ago. Shotgun formation again for Burcham. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Takes the snap and rolls out. Here comes the pressure from Tanner Wilson. Burcham will fire to the sideline. The pass is incomplete. Overthrown, intended for Paisley out there.
Third down, 11 from the 29-yard line.
Didn't time his jump right, I don't think.
Yeah, we didn't expect Chesapeake to throw the ball at all, or much at all if need be, but they've thrown it 4 times. They've completed 1, but that was back in the first half, which went for -6. So the last 3 passes have not been completed. So clock stops, 4:06 to play. Third down and 11.
Onto the field for the Panthers comes Tyler Eddy. He replaces Zach Wright. Jake Stevens wide to the right side. Paisley wide left. Shotgun formation for Burcham. Now they'll send a slot receiver left with a wingback that way as well. Burcham takes the snap, looks left, fires that way to the sideline. That was well overthrown. And the incomplete pass brings up 4th down and 11 for the Panthers. Pass intended again for Paisley.
Yeah, your number 1 weapon on the sideline is number 10 being, taken care of, as he should be. He desperately wants to be back out on that football field, but training staff is, of course, talking to him. And
this is the ball game right here for the Panthers on 4th and 11 from their own 29-yard line. 3 receivers left. Burcham from the shotgun. He'll take the snap, but we get a flag thrown first, and we'll get procedure called against Chesapeake.
This should be their 4th penalty of the game.
All procedure penalties. And it's 4th down and 16 from the 24. They need to get to the 40 to keep this one going. Otherwise, Ironton's going to take over with under 4 minutes to play and a 2-score lead. Chesapeake with trips left, single wide out to the short side right. Burcham from the shotgun takes the snap, looks left. He's going to fire long down that side. The pass is going to be intercepted. It's Salyer. No, it's Bryson Thomas. Thomas across the 40, 35-30, moves left, breaks a tackle there at the 30-yard line. He's got a lot of room. Here goes Bryson Thomas to the 15, down to the 10. He takes it to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers.
48.
48-yard interception return for the touchdown. That's the 3rd pick six in 2 weeks for the Fighting Tigers, and they go up 40-21.
Yeah, that ball hung up, and all he had to do was catch it first. But then again, try to catch that wave. Just a little bit of blocking for me, please. And I thought he was getting Jason a little impatient right there because he had a guy saying, hey, let me get this block. And he said, no, I got it. And to the corner he goes for the score, which makes it 40-21, 3:40 to play. Is point after forthcoming for the Fighting Tigers.
Isaac Unger out of the hole to Bryson Thomas. The kick is low, and he missed that one to the left. So he's missed 2 in a row. 40-21, Ironton on top with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the football game. Back after this timeout on Fox Sports 1230 and 1420. 40-21, Ironton 3:40 to play, and the kickoff brought to you by General Heating and Air. Tri-State tradition is a squib kick picked up by Tyler Eddy at the 28-yard line. Eddy across the 30, 35, and gets out of bounds across the 40 at the 41.
I'm going to go take a pick at the key. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Panthers have it 1st down and 10 at the 41 of Chesapeake. The interception return by Bryson Thomas of 48 yards. The extra point kick, no good. 40-21 Ironton. Again, the 3rd pick six that the Fighting Tigers have had in the last 2 weeks. 2 a week ago at South Point by Gage Salyers, and 1 by Thomas here tonight to pretty much seal the deal here for the Fighting Tigers, and they'll pick up win number 3 on the season. Burcham under center, and the inside handoff will go to Cameron Harless, and Harless gets a nice little run up the middle across the 45, 50, and down to the Ironton 49-yard line. That's a 10-yard gain and a 1st down for the Panthers. They'll move the chains and still fight left in Chesapeake.
Who got that 10-yard carry?
That was Cameron Harless.
All right.
Under center is Burcham. Wide receiver left, wing backs to each side. The handoff goes to Tyler Eddy up the middle, and Eddy is hit at the line, stumbles across the Ironton 45 to the 44. Nice gain of 5 to set up 2nd and 5 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. 40-21. Up next for Ironton is a home game against Rock Hill. Here is Burcham faking the handoff, taking it around the right side across the 40, 35-30. He's to the 25. There should be a flag. Aiden Barnes with the tackle. There's no doubt that was a horse collar. As
he's still lobbying. Coach
yeah, Burcham was brought down by the shoulder pads on the backside, but they did not throw the flag. Andy Clark is very upset about that. I think rightfully so. I mean, that was, I thought, a horse collar tackle. It's a 1st down regardless for the Panthers with 2.5 to play, trailing 40-21. Send a receiver wide to the left side. Burcham under center with Eddy the fullback, wing backs to each side. And now one comes in motion, inside handoff to Harless, who runs left, and he runs into Ethan Duncan and also Cody Rowe. That's a tackle at the, let's see where they spot it. It's going to be a loss on the play. About 1.5 yards, just inside the 25. 2nd down for the Panthers, now under 2 minutes to play in the game. Chesapeake will be on the road next week. Still in OVC play, traveling to Portsmouth to take on the Trojans. Burcham under center, wide receiver left, a wing back to each side of the field. Here is the handoff on the right side, and this is Carson Nida, his first carry of the night, and Nida gets his first carry, a positive one. He gets down to the 20-yard line. Still well shy of the first down, 3rd and 7. A lot of the folks here on the Chesapeake side heading out. They've already made their way to the exit here in homecoming. Burcham under center with Harless going in motion. He'll take the handoff on the sweep, and then he is laid out by Ethan Duncan. My goodness, Cameron Harless just ran right into that tackle. Another loss on the play. It is going to be 4th down with under a minute to play. That one might be in line for the big collision of the game tonight.
Heck yeah.
Monroe's Freeman collision. Got another one in the first half. Might be hard to top that. 42 seconds to go. Could be the final offensive play for the Panthers, not having the right personnel on the field, taking a long time, getting to the huddle. Looking at the back judge. He looks down at his watch. Clock at 28, 27, 5 seconds left on the play clock. Burcham under center. And he will take the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw. He'll lob one to the end zone, and there, wide open for the catch and the touchdown is Jake Stevens. That goes for 22 yards in the touchdown. So Burcham to Stevens.
22, Stevens.
22-yard score. That makes it 40-27. Panthers lining up for the extra point. That caps a 7-play, 59-yard drive for the Panthers. And 15.2 seconds left in this one. Panthers still don't have everybody on the field. Extra point kick by Nida is up, and it is good. 40-28.
Able to close it to 7 points at 21-14. Back up to 28-14. Chesapeake closing at 21, 7-point game, and Ironton right now with a 12-point lead. And I guess you could expect an onside kick here. Why not?
Why not? 15.7 to go. Ironton not really guarding against that. It is a squib kick that hits an up man rolling around and covered up here at about the 37-yard line by Ryan Payne. So Ironton will have it 1st and 10 with 12.8 to go. Just have to drop to an E one time and put this one in the books.
By Ironton standards, of course, it wasn't pretty, but a win's a win. And when you did look good, you looked really good. And Fighting Tigers, a bevy of turnovers that, again, as Jason alluded to, made this game a lot closer than what it actually was. Of course, mentioning before, 7-point leads here and there by Chesapeake, but Ironton able to answer. And as they prepare to take a knee here and put this one in the books, 12.8 to go.
Salyers under center, takes the snap, drops to a knee. Chesapeake will not use its final time out. The teams will walk to midfield and shake hands. Ironton gets the win, 40-28. The Tigers are now 3-3, and for the first time, they will hold the Campbell Rankin Freedom Key as the traveling trophy awarded to the victor tonight. And Ironton gets that. Again, the Campbell Rankin Freedom Key making its debut here tonight at Chesapeake High School, Phil Davis Field. 40-28, Ironton gets the win over the Chesapeake Panthers. The Panthers have now lost 3 straight games. This will knock them out of the number 8 spot in the playoffs, which they entered in the region coming in today. Ironton was number 11. Tigers should climb a bit. Panthers will fall out of the top 8 in the playoff. Hope to stay alive for the Fighting Tigers. 40-28 your final score. Ironton gets the win over Chesapeake.